Hello racing fans, and a warm welcome to It's a Breeze with myself, Deez. This show proudly brought to you by Tab Gold, the intelligent bet. I trust that you well, and hopefully things fall into place on this Wednesday the 19th of June, where we race at Hollywoodbets Greyville. We're on the poly track, and what's on offer when we have a look at the race meeting? Well, there are 8 races carded. Race number 1 begins at 13:05. It's a late start and should end at 17:15. That's a 5:15. So we got the 8 races carded. So the big one, the pick 6, if that's the bet you want to catch. Well, it's been tough going, hasn't it, here in KZN? The last 2 race meetings, there's been pick 6 carryovers. They've been percentage winners, but huge payouts in the big ones. So race number 3, 14:15, 2:15, and hopefully the wheel does turn. But if you manage to find yourself winning those percentages of the pick 6, well played, because it was not easy over the last 2 race meetings. Well, let's get straight into our 3 segments, and as you've come to know, the homework is done, and all you need to get on the tote. We'll begin with It's Exotic, and the chosen exotic for this Wednesday on the poly track is going to be the place accumulator. So you can see that we are taking a chance, 2 horses in every leg of that place accumulator, and hopefully things fall into place. If we double up in a few of the legs, that'll be a bonus, and it is worth catching. The place accumulator will begin at 13:40, 20-2, and in leg number 1, 2 runners there, numbers 2 and 5, Kimball, O'Hara, Mike Miller's runner, and number 5, Perfuro from the stable of Komnaidu. Then on to leg number 2, 2 runners here as well, number 5, Grandi Orici, and number 6, Spring Kiss, 5 and 6 in that leg. Leg number 3, which is race number 4, numbers 1 and 6, 1 Woodland Glade from the Mike de Kock stable, and then horse number 6, Imaginable. Then on to the next leg, which is leg number 4. Here we're going numbers 3 and 6, 3 being Lucretius and 6 being Blazing Light. Then on to leg number 5. What are we doing here? Well, 2 runners, as I mentioned. It's going to be number 1, Winter Waves from the Allison Wright stable, and number 6, Brass Bell. The penultimate leg of that place accumulator going to be 2 runners, number 1, Perfect Trust, and horse number 5, Devils and Dust. And then we close things off there in race number 8, and hopefully things are going to plan. In the last leg, number 3, Shanta's Pride, looks to be the right horse, but the cover there is going to be number 4, La Divina, who will be debuting in the province, numbers 3 and 4. If you multiply that from our 2 in each leg, it will cost you 144 rand. Let's make certain. 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 8 times 2 is 16, times 2 is 32, times 2, 64, and 64 times 2, no, that is wrong, 8. 128. 128 is that full palm there. So that is going to be It's Exotic, and yeah, hopefully things go to plan there in that bet. And the next bet is going to be It's Fun, and in It's Fun I've chosen a trifecta that will come up in race number 3. And in the 3rd race, which is the start of that pick 6, well, numbers 5 and 6 are going to be my chosen numbers there. 5 being Grand Orici and number 6 being Spring Kiss. I think that the winner should come from one of these 2 runners. In fact, at this stage of recording, I like the look of number 5, Grand Orici, who I think will represent a lot of value, the daughter of Wiley Hall. There have been excuses at her recent starts, and I think back on the poly track where she's unbeaten, 2 from 2, she looks like a good each way bet here on the tote as well. But what I've done there, numbers 5 and 6, Grand Orici and Spring Kiss for first. For second and third, numbers 1, 5, 6, 8, and 9. Those horses being 1, Imperious Destiny, 5, Grand Orici, 6, Spring Kiss, and then 8, Wonderful, and 9, Bosnay. So 2, 4, 5 runners for second and third. So it'll be 2 times 4, which is 8, and 8 times 3, which is 24 rand. That is It's Fun. So that trifecta coming up in race number 3. And then let's go on to our last segment, just the one more bet, which comes up in It's a Breeze. And what I've done here in race number 5, I've gone with a pick 3. So races 5, 6, and 7. That is going to be the 3 legs that we are wanting to catch that pick 3 in. Leg 1 of that pick 3, number 3, Lucretius, number 4, Wave Warrior, and number 6, Blazing Light. Leg 2 of that pick 3, which is going to be race number 6, numbers 1, 2, 3, and 6. 1, Winter Waves, 2, Preemptive Strike, number 3, Madison Blues, and number 6, Brass Spell. And then how do we close off that pick 3, which will end in race number 7? Number 1, Perfect Trust, horse number 3, Miss Pageant, and number 5, Devils and Dust. In fact, Devils and Dust looks to be a horse that I will be following very closely on Wednesday, with Rachel Vinegar claiming the 1.5 kgs. And I think the filly is ready to possibly find the winners in closure. Hasn't won for some time, the Paul Lafferty runner. So that is going to be 3 times 4, which is 12, and 12 times 3, which is 36 rand. And that's it, guys. That's going to be our bets to follow. We got a place accumulator that will begin in race number 2. We got that trifecta in race number 3, and then we got that pick 3 that will begin in race number 5. And always, thanks to you, the racing fan, for your invaluable spend on the tote, and together we can surely make a difference. It's the build-up now to the Hollywoodbets Durban July. Looking forward to the next 2 weeks or so, and hopefully everything falls into place on this Wednesday. Have a blast, find all the winners, and hopefully it turns out to be a successful, profitable day for you, the valued racing fan. From the entire team on It's a Breeze with myself, Deez. Until we meet again, you take care. Salani Gasle.